Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Elia binti Ghazali. My ID number is 2023149539 and I'm from group JBA 2422E. In this video, I would like to explain about Chapter 6, Mathematics of Finance and Chapter 7, Working Capital Management. For now, I would like to explain about Chapter 6, which is Mathematics of Finance. First of all, you have to know what is time value of money. It refers to that having a dollar now is greater to having a dollar that promised at a certain time in the future. Next, we move on to what you need to know about time value of money. The important is, it is widely used in financial decision, especially for personal financial decision, which is for retirement planning. Second, money today is worth far more than money tomorrow. Third, time value of money is a useful tool for making cash flow forecast, which is time value of money is very helpful in calculating present value and future value. Other than that, for the component in time value of money, the present value is the current value of future cash flows that have been discounted at an appropriate rate, while future value is the amount of money that an investment will grow to over time at a certain interest rate. So here are the formula for present value and future value. So the girl is in infographic, which is Anna, already know what is time value of money and it's important. So Anna was wanted to know what is her future value and present value if she wanted to make an investment. So let's take a look at the example in the infographic. For present value, Anna need to deposit 9,425 ringgit Malaysia 96 cents to get 10,000 ringgit Malaysia in 2 years, while for future value, Anna will get 10,821 ringgit Malaysia in 3 years from the investment. Last but not least, for Chapter 6 is there are two types of cash flow, and the number one is lump sum, which is referred to the single payment made at a certain time, and for the annuity, the second one is fixed sum of money that paid someone for each period. Now, I'm going to talk about Chapter 7, which is Working Capital Management. First and foremost, what is it means by Working Capital Management? It refers to what a firm does to ensure it has sufficient resources to fulfill its daily expenses and spend it profitably. It is also consists of current assets and current liabilities. Other than that, working capital also may affect the company's profitability and liquidity. Next, we move to policies of working capital management. There are three policies of working capital management. The first one is relaxed policy. It is a low-risk policy, have a high liquidity, potentially low profitability, and maintain larger amount of current assets. Secondly, moderate policy. It is a combination of relaxed and restricted policy. It is moderate risk and return. And moderate policy is maintain liquidity, also invest in current assets and hold sufficient current assets. Thirdly, restricted policy. Restricted policy is a high risk policy and maintain low amount of current assets, also invest in another investment and have a high profitability but low liquidity. So in the infographic has an example of the graph of policy working capital management. Last but not least, for Chapter 7 is approach to working capital management. Firstly, it is hedging approach, also known as matching approach. Hedging approach, known as the maturity of the asset, is matched with the maturity of the finance. For example, a firm uses temporary financing to finance temporary current assets and permanent financing to finance permanent assets. Secondly, conservative approach. It is the lowest risk approach, and the conservative approach is occur when the firm uses long-term financing for the majority of its assets. And the conservative approach bear the fixed asset, permanent current assets, and average temporary current assets with the long-term financing. Thirdly, aggressive approach. This approach is to finance permanent assets with short-term financing. Firm is willing to take on high risk by heavily financing both current and fixed assets with short-term funds. Okay, that's all from me. I would like to say thank you for watching my video explanation. Thank you.